What really happens when you stop masturbating? In your later years, is it harmful, helpful, or something in between? If you're over 60, or even 80, and you're wondering how self-pleasure, or the lack of it, affects your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, you're not alone. This topic is rarely discussed, especially among seniors, but today, we'll explore the surprising truth behind what happens when older adults stop masturbating and how it could quietly shape the rest of your life. Whether you've chosen to stop, are simply not interested anymore, or are curious about the effects, this message is for you, because what you'll hear may challenge what you thought you knew. It may just help you live a healthier, happier, and more meaningful life. Masturbation is a natural part of life, and that doesn't suddenly end with age. Yet, many older adults find themselves moving away from it, either by choice, health issues, social beliefs, or lack of interest. But very few stop to ask, what does it really mean for your body, your emotions, and your brain? If you stop, let's explore the 6 surprising things that can happen to your mind and body when you stop masturbating in old age, and what you can do to stay in balance, physically and emotionally. Before we jump back in, tell us where you're tuning in from. And if this video touches your mic, sure, you're subscribed, because tomorrow, I've saved something extra special for you. And watch this video until the end, so you don't miss any important insights. 1. Decrease in blood circulation and hormonal activity. Masturbation stimulates blood flow, not just in the genitals, but throughout the entire body. It also releases a healthy dose of hormones, like dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins, your body's natural, feel-good chemicals. When you stop, especially suddenly, you may notice a subtle drop in energy levels, mood, and even blood pressure regulation. For some older adults, this leads to a slight increase in stiffness, aches, or lack of vitality. But here's the good news: light exercise, deep breathing, laughter, or even gentle touch like massage can help maintain healthy circulation. And hormone balance. Masturbation is one option, not the only one too. Possible rise in mental tension or frustration. For many seniors, especially men, masturbation serves as a stress relief valve. When it stops, that pressure can sometimes build up in the mind, resulting in restlessness, irritability, or even trouble sleeping. If you find yourself more on edge after quitting, know that this isn't unusual. The key is to replace the release, not suppress the energy. Consider meditation, creative expression like drawing or writing, talking with a close friend, or spiritual practices that help transform tension into peace. The goal is not just to stop, but to evolve into something more meaningful and balanced. 3. Improved focus and energy in other areas. You choose wisely. Many older adults who stop masturbating report a new sense of clarity, energy, or drive. This often happens when the choice is intentional and followed by personal growth or reflection. When you consciously redirect your energy toward goals, volunteering, learning something new, connecting with your grandchildren, you often experience a psychological lift. The point here is, stopping masturbation isn't inherently good or bad, but when done with intention, it can lead to mental clarity and renewed purpose. For impact on prostate and pelvic health, this one is important for men in particular. Some studies suggest that regular ejaculation, whether through sex or masturbation, help reduce the risk of prostate issues by flushing out the system. So when you stop, especially abruptly, it's wise to monitor any changes like discomfort, urinary issues, or pelvic tension. Again, this doesn't mean you must masturbate. It does mean you should pay attention to your body. Simple pelvic floor exercises like Kegels, stretching, and proper hydration can help keep things functioning well, even without regular stimulation. 5. Change in self-image and emotional connection. As people age, many struggle with shifting, a longer feeling as attractive, vibrant, or desirable as they once were. Stopping masturbation can sometimes worsen that sense of disconnection from your own body. But this can also be a wake-up call to start redefining yourself first, not by sexual performance, but by wisdom, compassion, and depth of character. This is an opportunity to develop self-compassion, to nurture yourself with the same tenderness you once reserved only for romantic or physical affection. A warm bath, speaking kindly to yourself, treating your body with care, these are acts of intimacy too. 6. A deeper relationship with spirituality and stillness. For some older adults, choosing to stop self-pleasure becomes part of a spiritual or philosophical path. Whether rooted in faith, self-discipline, or simply inner peace. This path can lead to a rich inner life, filled with stillness, contemplation, and purpose. Rather than avoiding pleasure, it's about transforming it, finding joy in the sunrise, gratitude in quiet moments, fulfillment in giving to others. This is especially powerful for seniors, because it allows them to reframe aging, not as a loss of youth, but as a deepening of soul. So what really happens when you stop masturbating? In old age, the answer isn't one-size-fits-all. 4. It may lead to physical changes like lowered energy, reduced blood flow, or pelvic tension. For others, it brings clarity, peace, or a spiritual awakening. What matters most is not whether you stop or continue, but whether you're conscious about it, whether your decision is guided by shame or by love, curiosity, and growth. To all older adults out there, remember, aging is not the end of desire. It's the evolution of it. Whether you choose to continue or stop, honor your body, your needs, and your spirit, because the healthiest life is not defined by rules, but by awareness, intention, and kindness toward yourself. 1. Pay attention to your body. If you notice tension, try stretching, walking, or light yoga. 2. If you feel irritable or restless, try journaling, prayer, or connecting with nature. 3. Don't be afraid to talk to your doctor about changes in desire, hormones, or prostate health. These are medical, not moral issues. For if you feel shame or confusion, remember, your body is not broken. You are simply growing. 5. If you stop masturbating, find new ways to feel aversion. Touch, movement, laughter. 6. Above all, stay open to joy at every age. In every form, you've made it through a topic most people are too shy to talk about, especially at an older age. That alone is an act of courage. Whatever choice you make, let it be one that serves your health, happiness, and sense of purpose. You deserve a life filled with dignity, connection, and meaning in the quietest, most personal parts of your journey. And remember, aging doesn't mean fading. It means becoming more fully, beautifully, and truthfully you.
So, now that we've talked about the biological and emotional effects of stopping masturbation in old age, what does that mean in real day-to-day life? For some seniors, stopping might feel like a natural progression, a shift in priorities, energy, or intimacy needs. For others, it might feel like a loss of identity, or a confusing change they didn't expect. The key is not to judge yourself. Everyone's journey through aging is deeply personal. But whatever path you're on, let's unpack a few real-life situations and choices that many seniors face around this topic. Scenario 1. The body slows down and so does desire. It's completely normal for physical desire to change with age. Hormone levels drop, sensitivity changes, and medications or medical conditions might interfere with libido. If you've stopped masturbating because of a lack of desire or energy, know that it's okay. But also know this: desire is not just physical, it can be emotional, imaginative, even spiritual. That you might not crave physical release the way you used to, but you can still enjoy sensuality in different ways. A warm bath, slow music, the feeling of the sun on your skin, or the connection of holding someone's hand. You don't have to perform, you only have to feel. Scenario 2. You feel shame about masturbating at your age. Let's be honest, many seniors were raised in a time when masturbation was labeled dirty, sinful, or wrong. Some even carried that shame into old age. But the truth is, masturbation is a normal part of human development, from youth to old age. If you're stopping because of guilt, it's worth reflecting. Is the guilt truly yours, or something inherited from society? You have the right to feel pleasure, curiosity, and connection in any season of life. If you choose to stop for personal reasons, let it be because it brings you peace, not because you feel punished for something natural. Scenario 3. You feel emotionally numb after stopping. It happens more than people admit. Some seniors say that after they stopped masturbating, they began to feel less emotionally alive, less in touch with joy, sadness, passion, or creativity. Why? Because pleasure isn't just physical, it's a bridge to feeling anything deeply. If that's you, it may be time to reawaken your senses, not necessarily through masturbation, but through life itself. Try cooking something rich in smell and taste. Dance slowly in your living room. Watch a movie that moves you. Hug your grandchildren for longer than usual. Let your emotions breathe again. You're still alive and life wants you to feel. Scenario 4. you've found new meaning in stillness on the other side. Many seniors find that stepping away from masturbation opens a door to something new: peace, stillness, or deeper spiritual connection. Instead of needing physical release, they feel full just by being present. They become more interested in prayer, meditation, creativity, or service. If that's your path, honor it. It's not about repressing your body, it's about expanding your awareness. When desire becomes devotion to life, to meaning, to love, you've entered a beautiful chapter of aging. How partners are affected. Intimacy after 60. If you're in a relationship, stopping masturbation might also change how you connect with your partner. Some couples grow closer through open conversations about changing needs. Others might struggle in silence. Here's what helps: talking honestly, not just about sex, but about touch, presence, comfort, and affection. You don't have to recreate your youth. You're allowed to create something new, slow, tender, meaningful intimacy that fits your body and soul today. What if you want to start again? This may surprise you, but some seniors stop, only to rediscover self-pleasure years later. Maybe a life change sparks new curiosity. Maybe they heal from guilt. Maybe they're just bored one evening. There's no shame in returning to pleasure. It's your body, your choice, your rhythm. And if you do it with intention, create a calm space. Breathe. Let it be about connection with yourself, not just release. Important notes on safety and health if you do continue or return to masturbation. Here are a few quick safety and health notes for seniors. Use gentle, unscented lubricants to prevent skin irritation. Aging skin is more fragile. Avoid excessive pressure or prolonged activity, which can cause bruising or swelling. If you use sex toys, make sure they are clean, body safe, and easy to operate with limited grip strength. If you experience pain, numbness, or discomfort, stop and consult a doctor. And if you have heart conditions or are on blood pressure medications, talk to your physician about sexual activity. It matters. Let's talk mental health and loneliness. Sometimes stopping masturbation can lead to or reveal underlying loneliness. This is something many seniors face in silence: loss of a partner, distance from children, or living alone. Masturbation often provides a sense of comfort or connection. When it stops, that gap can feel wider. If you feel emotionally lost after stopping, consider joining a community group or senior center, starting a simple hobby that brings joy, speaking with a counselor who understands aging and sexuality, reconnecting with faith, prayer, or nature. You are not alone. You deserve support, warmth, and connection at every stage of life. Final encouragement: the soul doesn't age, no matter your choice, whether you continue, stop, or return. Know this: you are not defined by your sexual behavior. You are defined by your courage to keep growing, loving, and seeking truth. Pleasure can be physical. It can also be emotional, intellectual, spiritual. What matters is that you honor your journey with honesty and compassion. If masturbation brought you peace in the past, be grateful. If you've outgrown it and found peace elsewhere, be proud. If you're still exploring your relationship with your body, be gentle. There is no one right way to age. There is only your way. And you are allowed to feel joy quietly or passionately for the rest of your life. Call to action. A gentle invitation. If this message helped you reflect or feel seen, take a moment to like, comment, or subscribe to this channel. Let's keep creating a space where seniors can talk about what really matters: health, honesty, healing, and hope. Share your thoughts below, whether you agree, disagree, or just want to say hello, because in this community, your voice matters, and your journey is worth sharing.